There's nothing more frustrating than putting in the time and work just to have animals steal from your garden. So in this video, we're going to show you how to set up a premium garden protection kit. This garden protection kit includes fiberglass posts, a loaded mini reel, a 3-foot ground rod, rod post insulators, an electric fence warning sign, and you can choose between an AC style plug-in energizer or a DC powered energizer. The first step of setting up our garden kit is going to be driving posts at all of our corners or edges. These places are going to take the most tension as we put twine to our kit. You'll notice your bundle of fiberglass posts comes with a drive cap. This is to be placed on top of the posts as you hammer them into the ground to save the tops and edges of your fiberglass posts. For this application, we'll be placing extra posts at the 4 corners shown here, excluding the raised bed from the fenced-in garden. When you're driving your corner posts, it might be a good idea to put them on a little bit of an angle so that as it tensions against itself. These claw style insulators are 2 pieces. You have your main insulator body and then the ring. The fiberglass post will slide down through the middle slot and then the ring threads onto the back. Now we'll just proceed to place these insulators on all of our corner posts. This will give us a place to rest our twine as we make our guideline for placing the rest of our line posts. Now we're ready to grab our mini reel. We can tie it off to a post and string it through the bottom insulators. To do that, we just need to unlock the reel. We're gonna throw this lever right here, and that unlocks it and puts it in free spin mode. This lowest strand is just gonna act as a guide wire for us initially to place the rest of our line posts. So we paid out our reel from our bottom strand. It's locked in place with tension on it. Now we can go ahead and drive the rest of our posts in place. We have a nice straight line to do so. I'm gonna do that with the insulators on them already. That way I get the right distance from the post to the offset strand. We're using 3 strands for this garden, so I went ahead and added our next 2 insulators. I used my tape measure to put them at my desired height. Now I'll go around the rest of the garden adding these 2 insulators, then I can grab my reel and start stringing up the additional strands. With our insulators in place, we're ready to continue stringing twine for our second and third strands. Now you can do a couple different things to do this. You may choose to cut your twine and tie it off to terminate it, and then just make a jumper strand to continue electrifying the second and third strand. Or you might just continue it to the next insulator and jump it straight up to the next strand. And then you can continue stringing your twine out for the other two. Now we can go ahead and lock our reel in place again. And then we're just gonna slide this right on the top of a post and give it a wrap to kind of take a little bit extra slack out of it. You can terminate however you need to for your garden. This is the DC battery powered energizer you can get as an option with your garden kit. It's gonna come in 3 pieces. One piece being the ground stake that just tightens up with this wing nut here. You'll have the upper bracket, and it just connects to the energizer body via these bolts and wing nut. Make sure you put the washers on the energizer side to keep the bolts from pulling through the hole on the energizer. With the energizer, you'll have leads for a ground rod, a lead to electrify your fence, and leads to go to your battery, both a positive and a negative. To anchor the energizer, we can just use the ground stake and tread it into the ground, and then we'll drive the ground rod as well. So as we mentioned, our green lead will go to our ground rod. The red lead will go to our fence. And then our battery terminals, black on negative, red on positive. And we should see our energizer start flashing here. The other option for energizer is the AC plug-in energizer. It hooks up the same way as this unit here, just without the battery. Instead of the battery, you're plugging directly into an outlet. A helpful tool to have around any electric fence is a voltmeter. We're going to use this one here to check our voltage. You want to be at least 7 or 8, and we do have a nice good reading. So our energizer is doing what it should. This fence is energized. The last step on our fence would be to hang these electric fence warning signs. These are great around any neighborhood where there's going to be pets or kids. You can either slide these on each strand as you go, zip tie them or wire them to your electric strands, or you can cut these diagonal slits so that you can just clip them on the fence when you're done. This garden kit is highly customizable and can be used on any kind of garden you might have. Check out our website for more products just like this garden kit, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more fencing tips and expert advice.